Hello students, welcome back to 2D video game design. Today, as you've noticed, I've added a new thing into my game. Right now I have collectible coins. So what I'm going to do here is just show that I can in fact collect the coins when I run over them. I get the coins and you should be able to understand how this is happening right now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and we'll just go over into the player controller code, and we'll see that we have private void on collision enter 2D. If the tag is coin, then destroy that object. So this is all well and good as long as all you want to have happen is for your collectible object to disappear. However, in many cases, once I gather a collectible object, I want something to happen. So we're going to start making something happen. The most obvious thing that should happen is that the number of coins that I've collected should be counted. Now, I could add a coins variable onto my player. However, that coin variable might need to be accessed by other things. So what I'm going to do is to create an object that's going to hold all of the variables for the entire game, not just for one particular sprite. So I'm going to go over here into my hierarchy, right click, and I'm going to create an empty game object. Now I accidentally just parented it to something, so I'm just going to take it out of there. So I just have this game object here, and I'm going to call it the game manager. So now I have this empty game object. It just has a position and nothing else. Now in my project, I'm going to go into my scripts and I'm going to create a C# script, and I'm going to call it game manager. Now when Unity sees this is a very important part of the game, and watch what happens when I create the game manager script. I pushed enter and it gets this gear icon on it. Now it's still just a regular C# script. It didn't do anything special. However, the game manager script is so important that they gave it its own icon. So I'm just going to take the game manager and I'm going to drag it onto the game manager object. That way it activates once I start the game. And let's go ahead and open it. Now for the game manager, all I'm going to do for now is add public int coins. So it's just going to have a variable that stores the number of coins. Control S to save it. Let's go back into our player controller. And within my player controller, I want it to be able to access the game manager. So I'm going to add a little section right here in my variables for the game manager. I'm going to say that I have a public game manager, just called GM. Now to access my game manager, I'm going to say in the start, GM is equal to, let's go ahead and find that game object that's the game manager, game object dot find, and I want to find the game manager. And then once I find that game manager, that's the game object, I want to find the component, so I'm going to put dot get component. I'm looking for the game manager component, parentheses to show that it's a method, and then semicolon to finish it off. Now that line of code right there is finding the game manager, and now I can access it. So let's go down to my on collision. Now in my on collision, after I destroy the coin, I'm going to say GM, that's my game manager, dot, it has a variable called coins, and I want to add 1 to the coins. Okay, now just to show that it worked, I'm going to debug.log. Coin collected. And then plus, I want to know what it is, gm.coins. So that should give me some input on how many coins that I've actually collected. So Control S to save. Let's go back and test the game. Okay, I'm gonna click onto the console so I can see what's going on. And I see when I press the right key, it still says right. I've still got that debug in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and collect this coin. Okay, coin collected 1. If I come over here, coin collected 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now I'm successfully collecting coins.